And the first thing that he told me that I didn't know about you was that you played rugby.
Yes, I did.
And I want to know more about Alex playing rugby and how aggressive and if you hurt people.
Oh, of course I did.
I want to hear about that.
Okay, I've got a couple good rugby stories.
Okay. When did you start playing?
So I started in college.
Okay.
I did a lot of sports, but I did soccer my whole life.
Okay.
And I was always like I played basketball and I'd foul out every game. And I did softball and I played catcher because my dad taught me how, like, if someone's sliding into home base, you can, like, get under and flip them over your shoulder kind of thing.
Yep.
So I've had an aggressive sporting streak.
Yep.
And then the college I went to didn't have a like really organized sports situation. So I was thinking about trying out for the girls soccer team. It was D2. And then I met one of the girls on the rugby team. And really she was just like, it's way less structured. We can party on the weekends and you don't get in trouble. And I was like, perfect. That sounds cool. I'll try out. And if you are slow in soccer, like I always played defense and I was one of the slower girls, you're probably fast in rugby because you're just dealing with some bigger chicks out there.
Right.
So, yeah, I got into it right away and I absolutely loved it and was a total natural at it somehow.
That's awesome.
And so I was captain my last year of college on the team. But I would say a couple of my favorite stories. My best one is, okay, there's this thing in rugby. When you score, it's called a try. And in order to score, you have to touch the ball down to the grass. It has to physically hit the grass in order for it to count.
Okay.
So you can scoop the ball with your hands, and as long as the ball only hits your hands, and if, some play gets called, whatever, you guys can break up, then it doesn't count as a score. So we were playing in this tournament down in Florida, and I scooped a ball that this girl was coming in for a try for, and I used to wear my hair in this big high ponytail braid all the way back. So this girl, I could feel someone on my back, and this girl was holding me by the hair and like punching me in the back of the head. So they called like a foul and we had to break up the play. And I didn't think twice about it because you got like your adrenaline pumping and stuff. I didn't think anything of it. And then afterwards, the coach came up with the girl who looked so like guilty and sad. And she couldn't speak English. She was from France. And he was like, we just wanted to come apologize because the rules in France, like you're allowed to do that. Like you can just hit someone.
Really?
It doesn't matter at all. So she didn't realize she was like doing anything wrong to you. So yeah, so rugby was super fun. And then my nickname that I got a couple years in was Spider Monkey because same thing. You're not really thinking, adrenaline's running. And I played fullback one season, which is like you're all the way kind of in the back. You're the last safety.
Yeah.
So someone's kind of running through for a try. I'm the only person around, so I'm catching up to her. And I just didn't think and jumped on her back to tackle her and brought her down, which is also a foul. But yeah, I was Spider Monkey on my college rugby team.
So did you quit after college?
Well, the typical recovery period for me in college was probably like the full week before your next game.
Oh, wow.
Because you kick your ass that day.
Yeah.
And then that night, it's customary to party with the other rugby team.
Yep.
So there's all these like games you play and songs you sing and everyone's drinking beer out of their cleats and crap. Like it's just ridiculous. So yeah, you're just bruised up, you're dislocating and relocating. It's weird. So I never got into it after college, but
Interesting.
Probably for the best for my body, honestly.
That's funny. That's awesome. We were actually just talking before the podcast started about how some of the best lessons in life and in business and everything, I feel like I learned from playing organized sports.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that.
Right? Like just the coaches and the teamwork and the discipline and the camaraderie and just everything. It just all translates not only to life, but like to business. And if you're running a business and whatever, just the stuff that you learn from that, I think is like, it's just, I think it's better than any training.
I seriously agree because you have to learn how to be like selfless for your teammates. Yep. You have to learn communication. You have to like do hard things. I think the biggest thing would be, that discipline. Mm-hmm. Like nobody forgets when they did 2-day practices in high school for their football team or soccer or whatever, and how awful it was at the time, but how much you feel like you got that reward out of it and then some later on in life, So I talk a lot to like companies I'm working with or reps I'm working with about that type of stuff because it's like, think about this as your opportunity to get back into something like that. You're going to be disciplined, and if you work really hard, it's going to suck while you're doing it. And afterwards, you're going to look at, how much you've grown and the personal development and the money you've made, and it's a totally different ball game for you.
I'll go again. I never quit because I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gonna tell me it's luck again.